Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, I come before you today because there is a brother in Christ who is in urgent need of help from us for him and his family. Many of you know Hursts from Believing Thinkers on YouTube, an apologetics YouTube channel geared towards training Christians to defend their faith through a proper understanding of philosophy and theology. Well, due to a number of circumstances and incidents, our brother Sean has found himself in urgent need of a new home for which he cannot afford. Sean is an Army veteran who was medically retired after nearly a decade of service when he sustained injuries in combat. When he signed up for the Army in direct response to the 9/11 attacks. When he saw his country in need, he didn't hesitate to volunteer his services. Well, I take that back. He signed up on September 12, 2001, but I think after nearly a decade of service, we can overlook him hesitating for one day. Because Sean was medically retired, he receives retirement and disability benefits, which had allowed him enough to provide for his wife and 6 kids until recently. And now, due to complicated circumstances, Sean was forced to move his family out of their home because they were unable to find affordable housing by a deadline set for them. By God's grace, Sean's family was able to find shelter with relatives. But this is only a very temporary solution, as this house was not built to accommodate an additional family of 8. There is an opportunity for Sean to move his family into a new home, but doing so would require an additional $4,500 upfront plus $1,500 a month thereafter until circumstances change. Sean is unable to work due to his disability, and this is why we need your help. We have started 2 fundraising campaigns to help the Hursts, one with GoFundMe and the other with GiveSendGo. Thus far, I've only described Sean's housing needs as that is the most urgent, but Sean also has various medical and dental needs, in part due to injuries sustained in a recent car accident as well as a fall. These medical issues have made it increasingly difficult to function on a daily basis, and are the main reason that Sean has been inactive on the Believing Thinkers channel for a little over a year. You see, Sean didn't just dedicate himself to serve his country. He dedicated his life to serve Christ's kingdom. Sean and his wife started Believing Thinkers to equip believers in Christ to share and defend their faith. There is already a wealth of content on their channel produced towards this end, and all for free. It is Sean's desire to get back to making videos once the financial and medical issues preventing him from doing so are taken care of. So in a way, in helping him, you're helping yourself. Because when Sean can make videos again, you'll have another resource to equip you in defending your faith. But that isn't the reason you should give. We who are in Christ are all members of one body. 1 Corinthians 12:26 says, if one member suffers, all members suffer with it. Galatians 6:10 tells us, as we have opportunity, let us work for the good of all, especially for those who belong to the household of faith. And 1 John 3:17 says, if anyone has this world's goods and sees a fellow believer in need but withholds compassion from him, how does God's love reside in him? Little children, let us not love in word or speech, but in action and in truth. So I am here today asking you to love Sean in action and in truth. We understand that many of you are struggling financially right now and perhaps have only enough to support your immediate family and yourself. Whether or not you're able to give, we ask that you pray. But for those who are able to give, we are asking that you prayerfully consider giving what you can to help this family in desperate need. The links to the GoFundMe and GiveSendGo campaigns are attached to this video. Please give to either one. Even if you're only able to give a couple dollars, it helps. Thank you for your consideration, and God bless.